Right. Hello, everyone. This is going to be a tutorial about how to set up a OpenVPN access server on DigitalOcean Droplet so that so that we can configure the access server to forward whatever traffic Tommy is going to it through certain ports onto our Pi server, which would be a client within this open VPN virtual private network, the access of which is controlled by the DigitalOcean droplet. So to do that, we're gonna have to install OpenVPN access server system, whatever, on a DigitalOcean droplet. You can, so I'm gonna just choose Singapore. Just notice that the Singapore DigitalOcean data center is accessible to China, but the San Francisco one is not. Not entirely sure about the other ones. Let's find out. I'm gonna use the Ubuntu operating system just because I saw a good video tutorial about how to install OpenVPN on a Ubuntu system, and I'm choosing the LTS because OpenVPN system requirements require this. I think it has become compatible with the normal like 0.10, or is it? Not entirely sure, but the LTS is safe because I have tested that. Minimum RAM is 1 GB. Minimum hard disk storage is 16. So let's go with this. I put in my password just now, and I'm just gonna click this since it's free. Whatever, and I'm gonna change this to we're going to OpenVPN demo. All right, so let's create this. All right, now this has been created. We can just SSH into it. So as you can see, this is the IP of the DigitalOcean droplet that we created, and this is the command to SSH into it. And now that I'm in, I'm going to do the, VPN install. So I'm just gonna follow the commands here, right? And one thing that I just sort of do is, well, I learned this from the YouTube tutorial, is to first do a apt update and then an apt upgrade. So yeah, okay, people can see. Oh my God. All right, let's just make this screen here. All right, so now after the upgrade thing, prompt me to this, and I don't really know what that is. I'm just gonna like go with the default. So now I'm here and I'm ready to actually run the install command, which is this thing. So I'm gonna copy this. Yeah, and just take note, I'm using like the PowerShell thing to do the SSH, which is in Windows. And here, the paste thing shortcut is Control-Shift-V. So I'm gonna do that. So that's working. We'll just let it run for a while. This should be pretty good, I think. All right, just gonna do the default again. All right, so now we're back here and ready for our second command. Okay, so that was really quick. I think these are just to sort of make sure we got it. Okay. And this is the game changer. Okay. So that's gonna install the actual VPN, OpenVPN access server. All right, so this is like part of the, install VPN thing. So now I believe we should be good. But this is looking a bit weird. Try to find it. Okay, I'm back. So typically after you do the install, you should see like something that so let's put this password, blah blah blah. It should show you like a link to the GUI admin page and the client page, but somehow it didn't for me here. So I just opened this configuration log with this command. Where is it? This just cat cat da, da, da. So once you open that and there's like a bunch of useless information. Well, useless for now. Oh my God, where is it? Yeah, so once you scroll down a little bit, you will find the admin and the password, etc. So that's what we're gonna need. We will need to go in. Oops. So into this admin page, and it's gonna tell you log in, OpenVPN is the admin account, this is the password. So I'm gonna copy this. All right, you're gonna have to read and agree to this thing. Right. So for free, you get 2 connections, which means we can have one that will be like the port forwarded server thing, and the other we can use as like an actual VPN to, get free Netflix streaming or flying over China's firewall. So to like sort of make make the Pi device as a part of this VPN, we need to make set up a user profile configuration file for it, and make sure you want to allow auto logging and set a password for it. And most important thing is this DMZ thing. So it needs to be in the OpenVPN has like a good DMZ kind of documentation for it. Basically, we forward traffic on TCP port 80 on public IP, example, on the access server to a particular VPN user, meaning the client. So now the VPN user in our case would be the Pi server user, which we're configuring right now. An example is this, right? So I'm just going to copy this. And remember the IP should be the public IP, the access server's IP of your DigitalOcean droplet. So it's the same here. So I'm going to do this. And remember how Yunohost asked us to just forward TCP? Yeah, so if you want to do multiple, and this is something I had to like sort of figure out, it's like you just hit enter and you do multiple, and that's it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do the web services forwarding for now. Yeah, and like save settings. All right, make sure you update run server. Sorry, this is very slow. My computer is not like used to handling screen recording. All right, we're almost there. Now that we have this user, what we want to do is we want to go onto the client UI, which is here. And we want to download a configuration file, which we will then upload onto the Pi. And yeah, we're gonna install like an app on the Pi on Yunohost, and it's all gonna make sense after that. So Pi server demo. So remember, this is the username we just created. And same as the one we created just now. Now this is gonna show you this in a normal situation. If we just want to use a VPN as a VPN, we would just like download one of the executables either on our phone or on the computer, and we run it, and you can like browse the internet through the VPN. You can hide your own IP. It's pretty self-explanatory, I think. But if you are in doubt, look for this YouTube tutorial. It was pretty good. But for our purposes with the Pi and Yunohost, we want to download this auto logging profile, which is in a .openvpn format, I think. I am back. I figured it out. Yes, it is a OVPN file. I accidentally downloaded it twice, so it doesn't matter which one we use. Just to demonstrate the VPN is working. we can like do a diagnosis first, and it's gonna tell me, all 8 ports are not open. None of the 8 ports are open. All right, so as you can see here, none of the ports are reachable from the outside. And if we look at the domain, this is the domain name I set up, right? And I put it in here. If we try to visit it, it will not work. And yeah, like if we try to ping this thing, it's not gonna work either. We can wait and see. Right. So 100% packet loss. But if we try to ping, say, google.com, like this should be a normal situation. Right. So I just proved that this thing is not accessible from the outside. And we're gonna right now make it accessible from the outside. How do we do that? We will need to install an application called VPN client. I've already installed it. It looks like this. Oops, sorry. So if we try to look for it, we could just put client or VPN. And it would be this thing. Okay, so once we installed it, we'll go to like the config panel. And this is from like my other, like a thing I was using to test, so forget about it. We're just gonna drag this new profile thing, right? You can see the name matches. It accepts cube and .ovpn files. So we do that. Sometimes I like to disable it and save the configuration file first. Because once you enable it, it's gonna hang there. Once you enable it and you save it again, you want to sort of wait maybe 2 minutes, and like the thing is never gonna run completely because your IP would be a different one. So your IP would be the DigitalOcean access server IP. So we just enable it and then we hit save again. And it's gonna sort of run till this area. Yeah, like somewhere here. And it's like sort of not gonna run anymore. And at this point, we can just go to this thing, right? And we can check, this is the web admin page for our access server. We can just check under status target users. to see if this thing is online or not. So it is. So at this point, we don't really care about this anymore. We can just close it. And what we will need to do is go on to the access server's IP, which is this one. And this is the magic. Now we're accessing Yunohost, which is this pi. It was on that 192 IP, and it was not accessible, right, from the outside, and it had all 8 ports blocked. But now that we've done the VPN thing, we've turned on the VPN, it's running here, and basically this is its new local IP address, and that local IP address is not within my home physically, but like within this OpenVPN, virtual private network. So I will just pause to put in my password. All right, I am back. Yeah, so we downloaded configuration file, we downloaded the VPN client application on Yunohost. We turn it on in Yunohost administration page, and now we're able to access this administration page through this public IP address, right, which is the same as the IP address of the Trojan droplet, i.e. the OpenVPN access server. So this is still 9 minutes ago. It's the result of our last diagnosis. So, we can try to run this diagnosis again. All right, and now this is the miracle. Port 40, port 443 are open. And that is exactly what we told the access server to do. Oh God. With the okay, I'm not okay, just ignore this part. That's what we took the access server to do. I won't be able to log in here because I forgot the auto-generate password, and in order to do that, I'm gonna have to SSH into this thing, but I don't know. Well, I guess I could try. I'm not entirely sure if it's gonna take me to the pi or to where. But I'll figure this out. I'll come back. Anyways, point is, the ports are open, ENS records are correct. Remember how we couldn't access this? Now we can. I hope. Okay, I guess there might be some DNS thing going on because the first time you sort of start the VPN, especially with the Pi, there could be some DNS issues. And to resolve that, one needs to I guess SSH into the Pi, or if you have a screen, just run a command there, which basically forces the system to update the DNS because it was remembering like the local IP 192. It sometimes does that. So let's see if we can get it to work. All right, so this thing looks all right. I don't know why we couldn't get it to work. Let me try PD. Yeah, this is weird because this should be this is like my local, my SIM card IP, so that's not working. Let me try to resolve this and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I figured it out. All you gotta do is shut down your Pi and then restart it. Additionally, if you want, so
All right, I thought I would just quickly show how I did this thing. So dynamic DNS update, and let's force it to update. But I'm simultaneously installing something, so I just want to wait for that to finish. So give me 1 second. Okay, that's done. So yeah, so this is the first command, and the second command is just sudo Yunohost tools shutdown. And I won't do it now, but basically it's gonna ask you if you want to shut down. You hit Y for yes, and it's gonna shut down. And yeah, just unplug it and then wait like 5 seconds and plug it back in. It's gonna auto restart, and when it wakes up the second time, it will remember that its IP is like the new IP that is routed through the access server.
yeah, so and now if we want to like pin it, remember how it wasn't connected, it wasn't accessible. Now it would be. Oh, it still isn't. That's weird. Oh, I guess maybe it's because I haven't started a lab service for it yet. I don't know. Okay, but this is working, trust me. All right, I am back again. I just want to demonstrate that this thing is working. So I just very quickly installed my web app, which okay, I gave this name, but this is the official name of the name of the app, and this is the URL. So as you can see now, I can like access this. And simultaneously, if I ping the main name of the Yunohost thing, you can see it's like connected on like before. And if we want to just double check or whatever, we can always turn this thing off. You can see this is showing, this is our IP, which is the same as this, and this is the IP that we're accessing this admin page. So yeah, if we disable it and we save it, I think this works. So it's sort of on a freeze here because we can no longer access it technically through this IP. So like I refresh, it's not gonna be this page. It's gonna be like not accessible or something. Okay, it's still putting me here. But if I just do this IP, it'll take me to the OpenVPN place, I believe. You know, it's gonna just have some kind of an error, right? But if I go back to the local IP, I will be able to access it. I don't know, maybe my local IP, yeah, it's still the IP. Yeah, so you can see this is the local IP. Yeah, so now I'm back in here and you can see the VPN is not running. Just give it a second. You know, the VPN is not enabled. And if we try to go there, it's not gonna work. And if we try to pin it again, it's not gonna work again. Okay, so I guess there's some kind of a lag between this, but you know, I think this demonstrates it. So if you want to like make it not public, you can turn it off. If you want to make it public, you can turn it on. And if you want to, so this is my other because I lost password for this thing, so I can't log in very easily right now, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, but if you ever want to use it as a regular VPN, okay, never mind. You can just do the same thing, create a user, and just don't do the DMZ settings. Leave that as no, and you know, give that client URL to your friend or your other device. Download the executable, and then it'll be good to go. When in doubt, refer to this. Yeah, that was it. Thank you. Yay.